into oxygen to make water. And along the way, this process must be exergonic as we transfer those electrons out, and we're going to use that to make ATP. Now, what that means then is that we need a supply, our body needs a supply of molecules that can serve as electron shuttles. Meaning that I could grab an electron from me, take it over to Armin. Take it from Armin, take it across the room, there. So we have to have these compounds that can serve as those electron intermediates, right? Those molecules that can serve as intermediates. We have them in our body. There are two categories, well, one class, but two different compounds that serve as these electron shuttlers, right? These ones that can temporarily hold an electron while it moves it to another chemical process. Now, this is the most common one. Nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. We call it NAD. You know it as, you maybe have heard of it as niacin. Have you heard of niacin?
Mm-hmm.
Niacin's a B vitamin. It's one of the B vitamins.
B3 or B5? B3.
Yeah, one of them. So it's one of the B vitamins. And its purpose is to serve as an electron acceptor from food here. So it exists in an oxidized form. It gains some electrons from food and it becomes reduced. And then it carries the electron over somewhere where we can use that electron to release energy. And where it takes the electron is over this thing called the electron transport chain. So NADH or NAD takes electrons from food, gives them to the electron transport chain. That releases energy. This electron transport chain is a negative delta G. And we use that energy then to produce ATP. So electrons flow downhill, if you will, from food to NAD to oxygen. And as they flow downhill in that way, they release energy. It's negative delta G. And then we can use that energy to drive the synthesis of ATP. So it's not like, don't think that you take food and you break food down and get little ATP molecules when you break down food. You don't. You take in carbohydrates, you release the energy from it, and you produce ATP. You take in fats, you release the energy from it, you produce ATP. How do you release the energy from food? By oxidizing. How do you oxidize?